Howdy, partner. We've been playing that there Red Dead Redemption 2 for quite some time, and we decided to mosey on over here and give y'all our impressions so far of the game, what we think of it, what we like, and what we don't like. So anyway, here we go, y'all.
Well, starting off with the negatives, as we do with these,
the hair mechanics are weird.
The hair,
yeah,
not all of it, but like
any
cinematic mode, especially with your horse.
Yeah, like it looks like it's trying too hard to be detailed, and it makes it look just lumpy or something.
It's too detailed and ends up looking like bad, I guess. I don't know. It's weird, and then like
it's hard to describe.
The horse main physics acts really odd. Where like if you're going full speed, your horse has a mohawk. It's happening. It barely moves. And
like 90% of the time, it looks good.
Yeah,
it's just like sometimes you just look at it and it's like
it's just odd looking.
It's the people's hair's like that too. Like that
every horse I have.
That trader guy, his beard looks weird.
Yeah. So does Arthur's if you let it grow out.
And there's one certain creature in the game that we will not spoil. He looks real weird with his hair, but that's why I braid all my horses' tails, because it looks better than the loose tails. And like all of these negatives are a small nitpick for an amazing game.
Yes.
So don't
get it wrong. We love this game, and these are just some of the things we didn't love as much. And
the next one is random accidental crimes.
Yes.
I'll just be walking around, minding my own business, howdy partner, that kind of thing. Greeting everybody, and then I'll slightly go too fast and run into someone, and I'm wanted dead or alive.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. I'm exaggerating. I'm not wanted. It's more like
you
get out of here, boy.
Like I was riding into Valentine. I was going like really fast, and I ran over a dog and killed it, and then I have a price on my head.
Well, you deserve that.
Animal cruelty.
Okay, he walked in the way. It wasn't my fault. And that's another thing is the horse mechanics work relatively well because it's realistic. Like if you're going full speed and not dodging trees, your horse is going to run into that tree.
On that note,
but I run into so many freaking trees.
Yeah.
And I killed my horse once because of it. Like I just kept running into trees. I couldn't stop.
Well, you can't help it when your horse decides to veer to the right and it's right into a tree.
I do have a funny story about that though. I was in a bar fight with a guy. Everyone pretty much minded their own business, cleared the way, as they do in a bar fight in these games. But a woman accidentally stepped in front of the way, and I just knocked her out cold. And the whole bar, all these little red dots on my radar just started popping up there like, you son of a bitch! And started attacking me, so I was beating up the whole bar, and then they started pulling out knives. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not going to kill anybody, though. Kept beating them up, and then they started pulling guns, and I just got out of there. I was done. So, yeah, just these random little accidental crimes, and everything just spirals out of control because of it. Just another nitpick.
I know one thing that was funny to me was a mix of both, actually. Like, the horse decided to jump over a fence, and then I was accidentally trespassing, and this guy got pissed.
Yeah.
And some things are just a little too realistic for my taste.
Yeah, I get the whole sense of immersion, but
I really like choosing your loadout from your horse. But I don't like when he puts the guns away and you get off the horse and you only have your revolvers or pistols or whatever you have out.
Yeah, that can be annoying. It takes a little bit to get used to. Yeah. The shops, I kind of don't mind as much.
Yeah, you have the catalog.
Can pick up stuff off the shelves or go to the catalog. And I picked stuff up off the shelves once and I was like, okay, screw this. I'm just doing catalog from henceforth.
Because looting dressers is the same thing. You have to loot each individual drawer and it was a novelty I enjoyed at first, and I was just like, okay, come on, get to it.
Yeah, like after the first couple of times, maybe it could give you a prompt for like a collect all button.
Yeah, and that being said,
I want infinite pockets.
Yes.
That's another thing.
Because hunting...
I don't like losing my pelts all the time.
If it's a medium pelt, it's fine. You just plop it on your horse's ass, and you're good to go. You can do that just about infinite number of times. But if it's a big pelt, you cut it, you have it. You only have one. That's all the room you have, and that's it. Like you can't.
It really, you can't go on long hunting trips if you're hunting big game because
you have to kill it, go sell it, go back, kill another one, go sell it, go back.
It's just a little tiny annoyance, and every game's gonna have those. I do have one that's just very personal to me and doesn't really count for anyone else, but I killed and skinned the legendary beaver, and the skin, instead of laying flat on my horse's butt, went like a plank, like a diving board off the side of my horse. And it wasn't, and to this day will not show up to the trapper that I killed it, but it's dead on my map, so I can't re-hunt it. So I killed the legendary beaver, but it's pointless because I can't use the pelt to craft anything. And yeah, that's a very personal one. I researched the problem to see if anyone else was having it. Maybe it'd get fixed in a patch. But no one else seems to be having that problem. So that's a very personal one for me. So doesn't really count in our nitpicks, but I felt like mentioning it here.
Yeah. And I mean, while we're on the topic of hunting, this is a good segue into our positives.
The hunting!
The hunting is freaking amazing.
It's very fun.
You use your eagle eye mode, and you can search like all the trails to track squirrels to bears. It's absolutely incredible. You can use scent cover lotion so you can like blend in so the like deer and shit don't smell you coming. It's amazing.
I got out hunted by a mountain lion one time. That was scary. I was hunting him, and then he ended up pouncing on me and ripping out my throat.
Yeah. There's so many animals to hunt in this game, and the studying is one of my favorite aspects of it. Like, I love getting my binoculars out, and I'm just like, okay, this squirrel needs to be killed with, a small game arrow or something for a perfect pelt.
I like using the different weapons to get the better pelts off of them. I didn't understand it at first, because I thought by the trailers, I thought it was just bow and arrow for everything.
Yes.
And then I was getting poor pelts all over the place. I was like, what's happening? I can't kill an elk in one hit. What is this? But once I got to understand it, I really liked the hunting system.
Our next positive would have to just go to the world in general.
Oh, yeah. That's the biggest positive we can give it.
It's one of the best open world games ever, with so much to do, so much in it, and the people, although sparse, because it is the West, they are like scattered throughout and have good stuff to do and say throughout.
I think it has the most high level of attention to detail out of any open world game I've ever seen.
Yeah, it has a lot.
Yeah,
every little thing is individually rendered, and everything about it is just almost everything you can interact with. It's just a lot to do, almost too much, but you can't really say too much because you know if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. But it's so big and also at the same time so detailed. That's what makes it one of the best worlds to explore that's ever been put into a video game.
Yeah, and one thing that adds to that is the voice acting.
The voice acting is phenomenal.
Yes.
Great. And the mocap and everything is phenomenal.
Everything about that, the story is also pretty great. We're not going to spoil anything here, so don't worry. But yeah, that story gets intense, and it gets intense fast. It starts off a little slow, just, criming and being a bandit and stuff like that, but then it just, gets to a certain point, and then it's almost non-stop until the end.
It's insane.
It's great.
And there are some genuinely touching moments in there, too.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, Arthur Morgan, especially. I was a little wary of this game, not playing as, being a prequel, but you're not playing as John, and not playing as any known character. But I instantly did not care anymore after I got to know Arthur a little better. Arthur is a great protagonist, and he may have overtaken John Marston for my favorite protagonist in this series. I haven't decided yet.
He has some of the best character growth and layered personality to him of any video game character I can think of. It's up there. He is one of the best written characters ever. Period. That's just a fact.
Yeah, he takes the whole thief with honor thing. It's already a little bit of a contradiction. He takes that to a whole other level of character in this game, and I love what they've done. Everything they did with Arthur, I've loved it. Because John Marston was already kind of the guy he was going to be when you started Red Dead Redemption. He had already developed.
Yeah.
But he also develops in Red Dead Redemption 2, so that's great too, being a prequel and all. But seeing Arthur go from one extreme basically to the other, it's been a great journey.
And that's gonna about wrap it up for our Red Dead Redemption 2 impressions. We think it is phenomenal. If you can play it, do it. Rockstar absolutely masterfully crafted this game from a toad to just like the grandest mountain like scape you can imagine. Every detail in this game is great, had a lot of heart and soul poured into it.
It's one of those games that comes along once every generation of consoles that you just have to play.
Yeah.
It's just the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest deal of this generation, of like how much of a landmark it is. And hopefully more open world games follow suit with this. I'm not expecting Assassin's Creed to ever have this level of polish and attention to detail, but I'm really hoping a lot more open world games follow the example set by Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hey, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us grow the channel. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our notification squad. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I put the links in the description just to make it easier for you to get to. And we will catch you next time for the next video from the Bro Trio.